So, like pretty much a month ago, I started to uh, involve myself into Python game developments, small scale developments, and stuff like that. And I went into a weird issue, which is I don't know how to save Python values to be specific. So, whenever we run a code, the variables which we create inside a script is pretty much temporary. It will not be saved anywhere. So that was my issue because some things like in game, for example, high score, or how much gold coins you have in the game should be saved somewhere. And here's my two ways in how which I found myself very easy and okay enough for beginners to save values in Python. So I guess let's get straight into it. So, so as I told you earlier, there are two ways which I found interesting to save values in Python, and one of the way is the first way I'm going to show is very lame and um, it's a very basic way to save a file, save a variable. So I wouldn't recommend if you are saving any credential or more important stuffs with this technique. The second way will be little nicer for your kind of usage. But if you don't care about security and stuff like that, I think this is gonna pretty much work for you. So let's say I'm gonna open a file. Give the variable g is equal to open a file. Let's give the file a name. Uh, Data.py, and then now we want to specify the mode for this file called data.py. So I'm gonna write w in the quotes. It means we are writing data to this so-called data.py variable file. So what I'm gonna do is save a variable to data.py as a text, and I'm going to use import statement to retrieve our saved data. Um, let's say I have a list. List is equal to list is equal, let's say let's let's create a list with names. Um, um, Name or something. Then let's keep it on mask. Let's say I want to save this whole list as a Python file. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write g dot use the write function, then pass l into it. I'm gonna give it like l is equal to comma in the variable. So what I'm going to do is save the file as a variable inside the so-called now created data.py file. So if I run this, sorry, if I run this code, um, arguments to it. So what I'm going to do is instead of comma, I'm going to use plus str and then close it there. So what are we doing is that we are just enclosing this whole as a string, and we are transmitting the string as a file. So as you can see, nothing is returned over here. If I go to my directory and see data.py. Okay, let's do it. py. So if I open it with IDE, you can see L is equal to Tom, Dave, and Elon Musk is saved properly. I just have it will come over there or something. But still, we somehow we managed to save this file. Oh yeah. So let's say you want to retrieve this file now. Retrieve the variable L from this saved file. We just wanna do from and data import file, which is called asterisk. So one thing you have to notice that this will only work. This will only save the file in the same file as the code is saved. So in case the untitled one is the code where I'm writing the script, and the data is where we saved the file. So now if I just go print L, the saved file will be printed. I mean the saved value of the variable L will be printed here. So as you can see, there's not a lot of security in this system. Obviously, anyone who knows to work with data, Python can easily access and change the variable. Let's say let's give my SSP. If I just control S and save this. If I run the script again, you can see instead of Elon Musk, it prints LSD, so the thing is actually changed. So if you're just creating a professional game, this is not going to help for you at all, because anyone can access your file and they can cheat easily. So the second method is a little interesting method. We need something called pickle. You import pickle as pt or pk. Let's give it pk. Whatever you want, you can keep that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the pickle dot, which is pk dot dump function over here. So this creates sort of like a file. This is very similar to what we did in the first thing, but it's more secure and we don't know where it will be saved at all. So first of all, I'll just create a variable which is holding the values on mask Tom and Dave. Sorry, I misspelled it here. Okay. So if I just so first argument for this dump function is that obviously the variable I want to save, so it's gonna be L, and then we have to specify the file name first. So we are gonna go open, and then we are gonna give the pass the file name, receive data dot dat data dot that it is not necessary to be exactly this name and things like that, but you can give anything right now. In the first case though, we need to do it as a Python file, so that's not a good. And we are gonna pass the argument or the, as it specifies over file text mode. We are currently gonna write the variable L in this newly created file, so I'm just gonna pass WB. It stands for writables, I think so. So that's it, the file will be saved. So let's do something else. Let's say I pop dot pop the final variable, the final element from the list. Okay, So it's gonna be Dave2D which will be removed, and I will print file now. So as you would see, Dave2D is not printed in the thing. You see that, right? So I'm gonna give additional. Now we are gonna retrieve the information stored in the data that saved in the file. We have to give a variable, so I think G is perfect, and we are gonna go pk.dumps, no, pk.load, and then now we don't need to pass any variable, but we want to pass the file. So I'm going to open the data.dat file, and we are going to specify the mode of the file, which is now we are reading the file, so with rb, sorry, because we are reading the file now. So if I print the G, you will see that the Dave2D has come back because we have already saved it. So this is the two ways which you can save the file. The second one is more useful and more secure, but the first one is way easier to do than this one. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please do like.